What's something people don't know about podcast disclaimers? They're the ultimate cover our butts move. All right, folks, let's get real. You know those disclaimers at the start of podcasts? The ones that say these opinions are our own and not our employers, friends, or anyone who might sue us. Yeah, those. Why do we need them? Because Stacey and Casey here, well, we might say something bonkers. And we don't want you blaming our bosses, our moms, or that guy who bagged our groceries last week. Nope, it's all on us, people. Think of it like this. We're just two dudes with microphones and way too much free time. And while we're at it, let's be clear. Our jokes, rants, and random thoughts, purely our own genius or nonsense. Depends on the day, so sit back, relax, and remember, if you're offended, it's definitely not because of our employers. It's all Stacey and Casey, baby. Covering our butts, one disclaimer at a time.
It is Jive Turkeys.
What's going on, baby?
It's a Thursday. I'm Casey.
I'm Stacey.
And this is
Stacey.
Stacey and Casey show.
Hey.
What's up?
What's
Hey.
going on?
Man, it has been a full week. No, it hasn't. I just felt like saying that out of the gate. How you doing?
I'm chilling.
I'm chilling too, man. I got my salted caramel mixed with my double caffeine cappuccino.
Hey, what is it again?
Double caffeine cappuccino. You know when you go to the place and they got those buttons you push and it goes.
Okay, like
Yeah.
a gas station.
Yeah, gas
The
station.
place you go to.
Yeah.
What?
Speaking of gas station, I got racially profiled today as black, and
That's fucking crazy.
I now know what it I know what it feels like now to be treated a little bit differently, and I didn't like it at all.
To be treated a little differently. I gotta know. Tell me the story. I gotta hear this shit.
Well,
Hey,
thanks
this
to
is
my good
gold.
friend Stacy here, I have a good supply of do-rags. One of them's that glimmery one that you gave me, kind of shines.
Hey, that's the
Yeah.
hit, dude.
I'm waiting to go to church or something so I can wear it, but I haven't been to a Pentecostal yet. Joking. That was a joke. Okay, no, but I was wearing that this morning because now that my hair's longer, and I don't know if everybody's noticed, but I'm sure you have, my hair looks fucking gorgeous. Okay? It's fucking amazing. It's nice and long now.
You do
and
have a lustrous head of hair.
Thank
for
you.
A middle-aged white male.
Thank you very much.
No sign of balding in sight.
I appreciate that. Thank you, Grandpa Frank Merlino. All right. But needless to say, if I have the windows cracked on my way to work, the shit gets blowed out. It's all frazzle dazzle. I walk in the office and people like Casey's not in his A game, and we can't have that because this is my moneymaker.
And you know
So,
that you're judged the moment you walk in.
so I wear the do rag on my way to work. You know, it's a given.
It
I
keeps
wear
you
I wear it all the way to the door at
I
work.
told you. I
And,
told you.
and man, I'm telling you, it just keeps the wave in there. I get it.
You
So
finally understand.
I go in there. I got a sports shirt. Let me just paint a picture. I got that on. I got a black
You wearing
athletic
the same
top.
shirt?
No.
Okay.
No, I had this athletic, stretchy top. No, this wasn't today. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Did I
sorry.
say today?
Yes.
Okay, no, this was yesterday when my wife.
Okay,
and
I was
were
gonna say it
carpooling.
happened again. Okay.
No.
sorry.
No, we were carpooling. She had to get lottery tickets, so I went there to get a coffee anyways. But I had stretchy pants on that were military, kind of like a glittery.
For the ladies out there, some call them leggings.
Well-
No hate. They have a similar look.
What's manlier, stretchy pants or leggings?
Honestly, leggings.
Okay.
I never look. Whenever you walked in, we'll tell that story at a time. When you came in, I at that moment was like, I love this motherfucker. And people don't even know it. I love that he has no. I love this motherfucker.
I started out with one pair of leggings. I now have like 7.
Hey, but they're convenient, like you said, on the farm.
Dude, on the farm, they keep the ticks off your legs, and
So don't
and,
judge a book by its cover. You
and
don't
they
know.
feel nice. It actually changes the way I walk a little bit. I walk more pronounced, like you talk better when you're around certain company. Anyways, I had the do-rag on. I had my those on, my shorts, whatever, coffee. Some dude was taking forever in front of me because I wasn't at a fucking Quick Trip. There's only one person working.
He lives in the country.
No, I get pissed off when I don't go to Quick Trip and it's any other gas station. There's one motherfucker in front of you, and it takes 10 minutes because either one.
There's nothing like Quick Trip efficiency.
Dude, they jump out of the woodwork and they get paid good too. So maybe that's part of it.
They get paid good at a lot of these gas stations. I see the sign in the window.
Well, this lady behind the counter, she was like pinky white. She looked like she had Down syndrome, but she didn't have Down syndrome. If I had to paint a picture of what she looked like, okay, there's nothing wrong with having Down syndrome, by the way. That's cool. For her, she was working behind a register and she just had this blank look on her face. The guy's taking forever putting his shit away. So all I did, the only thing I did, I held up my coffee like this. I said, "That's it." And he turns around like I'm rushing him. He goes, "Oh, sorry." Like I offended him or something. That pissed me off. And I was like, "Okay, wait a second. I'm being cool here." And she doesn't say good morning, how are you, anything. I'm smiling this whole time, by the way.
You're normally radiating, like, he literally radiates positivity in the morning. It's fucking ridiculous. Sometimes, like, shut the fuck up. Why are you so happy? Sorry, I'm just being real.
This morning, my wife actually gave me a look as she was walking out the door because she finished her purchase. Like, don't say anything because last time we went to this place, I kind of blew up a little bit. So I told her I'm going to be super nice no matter what. And as soon as I got in the car, I totally regretted it. She was rude, short with me, and I'm telling you, it's all because of my parents. And I was
But what
nothing but
about your
nice.
parents made you?
I don't know. Everything about me was smiles except for the fact that I don't know if the tights had anything to do with it or the leggings or whatever, but she did look directly at my do-rag. And I think as soon as I got in the car, I felt a little insecure because I was like, was she like, I thought I looked pretty nice overall. Like I had a good look going on, If I was a gay guy, I would be easy to pick up another guy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Hey, that's crazy.
Have you ever thought to yourself, I look so clean, I bet you I get a hit on by a lot of gay dudes right now.
What did he say?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Hey, so because you had the do-rag on, you felt like she was judging.
I felt like she was judging me, and it's just I just right out of the gate, I didn't have a smile or nothing. When you work at a gas station or customer service in general, especially first thing in the morning when there's rush hour, people happy, smile. How's it going? Oh, is that all for you? Not a fucking thing. I mean,
you do choose your career.
I don't know. And I just know if I went to a quick trip, I would have done the same exact thing. I would have left there with a smile, eager to go back and spend more money to them because they're so nice every fucking time.
I mean, there's a reason we go to Quick Trip.
Yeah, they're quick every time.
Breakfast sandwiches, tubby,
So between that was all right. But just before that, I just got off of being sick. I was dude, I had a 36-hour food poisoning. I'm not gonna tell you where I ate at because it's not fair because I can't prove it and I don't want to give them a bad name.
Yeah, and I fuck with them, so we ain't gonna do that.
Yeah. So and there's a lot of people there in our party, and I was the only one sick. So maybe it was the double duck egg sandwich I had earlier that day.
Hey,
Who knows?
could be super
Yeah, it
rich.
could be.
Super rich.
Yeah, but anyways, so yeah, I was 36 hours throwing up and watched a lot of YouTube videos and dude, I was watching YouTube videos and I got into this whole thing about what's a man and there's this whole phase. I kind of remember it where celebrities were saying what it was to be a man. And Josh Gad, it showed him getting interviewed saying he stood over his kids and wept because he felt he didn't do enough for him and all then I started looking up other videos of manly shit and somehow got to Mike Tyson. Have you seen that Mike Tyson rant where he's talking about oh, you F blah blah blah? You know what I'm talking about?
For those of in context, so I just want to say how vulgar this video is, right?
Okay.
We tried to pull the video for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted you guys to see this. So you're going to have to go to YouTube, right? And you're going to have to look at it. But what we're going to do is we're going to have Casey play it because it's fucking crazy, okay? I want you to think Mike Tyson in his prime. You've made this man so angry, okay? So angry that he's spitting when he's talking, okay?
And you'll hear it.
I want you to really envision this. Because this man can really do what he's saying to you. Okay? So as a man, when you say what strikes fear in you, this is if I was locked in a room with Mike Tyson in his prime and what Casey is about to play started, I would shit myself.
And on the same note, when he says it, he's not meaning it literally. So it's not but if that kind of person is scared,
we don't know okay, what the fuck he meant.
Hey, we're just gonna play it and you analyze it. And yeah, check this out. And if you don't hear what the guy says at the very beginning, the guy in the background says, "Put him in a straitjacket."
Turn it up. You asked for that. Everybody. Fuck with me. You can't last 2 minutes in my world. You love me so much.
That was like
Hey, so first I want to say, is it racist?
his first 3 words were "you punk white boy."
Hey, that's what I'm saying. So I need to know, chime in out there, all the listeners. Was that racist? Because, hey, I'm just saying, we definitely got the image,
I actually was in what freshman or 8th grade, like in his prime. Like everyone's like, my parents are going to the pay-per-view fights and all that, and I remember I was at the fight at my buddy Mike DeLeon's house, and there's this huge fucking party, and that was the fight that he bit the ear. Evander Holyfield's ear. And I remember the first time he went in, Evander was like pointing to his ear and everything. The fight kept going, and then he did it again, and we're like, what the fuck? It was like a huge ordeal. And
I'm
after that, Mike
defending
Tyson's
Tyson.
crazy. And then you see these rants, and he's such like a barbarian, like a at its root.
Does that make him a man?
Simplest. No, he's the simplest form of like, he will take it down to the bare knuckle, bare bottom, which is, if you're against what I'm saying, I'm against that. If you have anything with that, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Yeah.
Not only will I fuck you up, if you want to test me, I will do A, B, and C. And I don't like.
Do you want to go there?
Do you want to?
I mean, you know what Casey said last week?
Hey.
Treat them like monkeys in the jungle out here.
I'm telling you, it's a known
not,
thing.
No racism, not at all, because I just thought about it.
However,
we're saying
by another man saying that, who's not gay, obviously, using that as a dominant thing to whatever,
he was
to
at the Diddy
control,
parties.
to control a lot of those people in that Diddy situation. They're kind of diddied into it, and then they were kind of controlled because of it.
Thank you, Marcel. He didn't give me a chance to say that. I was waiting.
What did the
turned out Holyfield was headbutting Tyson and low blowing him throughout the whole fight before the fight, and that is true. I was waiting for a chance to get that out, because if you go back and watch the tapes as a boxing fan, Mike Tyson points out several times illegal blows, and it led to that. But again, that's why I said I'll defend Tyson, because
you're right. Tyson was getting low blowed and cheap shotted. It was bullshit.
So, if you were there, I'm just going to say from what I've seen on TV, but I will say this. Still don't bite the fucking man's ear off.
No.
But I will say, when it comes back to, like you were talking, what makes a man a man? So I'm curious, like, as far as, I think if you want to see the most primal version of a man, that was that right there. That was Tyson, right? That is the most primal version. You lose etiquette.
That was a roar.
That's emotion. So exactly, that was the lion roaring in the jungle, letting it know, I'm the biggest and baddest in the room, right? But what makes a man a man? I'm curious for those listening. Marcel, I know we've talked about this a lot, so I want you to chime in, and everybody else out there listening, please chime in on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Definitely tell us what you're thinking, because I want to hear Casey's opinion.
Being a man of your word, and
are you God, that's such world?
Hey, that's such a that's a cliche.
And your bond.
Your word is your bond.
And guess what?
Oh my gosh!
I believe that being a man of your word goes
that's like so. Oh my god, that's so cheesy.
Hey, I'll take.
How many times have you said that in your life? Hey, my word is my bond, and it's also my last name.
Never.
You start using.
I've never I've always heard the jokes, James Bond, right? I'm not the one that I don't make cliche jokes.
Hey, being a man, and that's such a cliche. Doing what you say you're going to do. Everyone's like, oh yeah, I do that. I do that. No, you don't. No, not everyone does. A lot of people say they're going to do shit. But the biggest thing about that is also shutting the fuck up and not telling people to say shit to appeal them. Be honest with them.
I think Casey or Marcel's basically said what Casey said. To put it short, standing on business. Being a man of your word, right?
Standing on business.
Standing on business.
Being a man of your word.
And that just, if
you
say you're going to be there to help, be there to help. If you say you're going to do this, do it. You don't have to lie.
And exactly.
One of my favorite quotes is, you lie out of fear. But
it's kind of like the commandments. There's so many things that you can do that can be manly, and there's things that can make you a man. But there's definitely tiers. And you can just stand up here and like say all these different virtues. Oh, to be a man, you got to love this. To be a man, you got to do this.
Well, I got one for you.
That's just one of the biggest things.
Scratch the virtue, scratch all that shit. I got one because I've been waiting on this reaction. I've been wanting to show Casey this video.
What?
This is a man that everybody thinks is a man.
Who?
They think he's the man.
Oh,
Tupac, man.
Oh, is that the video
Right?
that dude was
Dear
talking
mama.
about Rios?
Man, look.
All right.
I'm just gonna say, shout out Sam. He definitely wanted us to play this.
Here's what I
This is
said.
a reaction video, ladies and gentlemen. So Casey has not seen this.
I have not seen this before. My buddy Rios wanted to show it to me earlier. Said, "Oh, have you seen the video of Tupac getting interviewed or something?" And I was
So-
like, "No."
Casey still has no idea technically what it is. It is
Okay,
an
okay.
interview. As far as we're gonna play it for him.
Okay.
And I've seen a little bit. I haven't seen it all. The rule, what me and Casey talked about is he still a man?
Okay. Anytime.
Okay, my name is Tupac Shakur, and I attend Tamalpais High School, and I'm 17 years old.
Do you like being 17?
It's like 17 is such a weird age. It's such a in the middle age. You're not 18 yet, and you're older than 16. So. But I like it. It's nice. It's like a learning stage for me.
Do you wish you could be 18 and when you get some more rights?
Well, 18 will bring lots of responsibilities that I don't want, but it'll bring respect that I feel like that's the only way I can get it. You know, I try to be as mature as I can be and demand it wherever I can get it. But 18 is like you're an adult. You like today when I had to sign the release form, I felt so bad because I couldn't sign it myself. I had to go and get my mother's and all that. But 18 it's just society's way of saying that you're ready. But 17, like I think I'm ready now, as ready as I'm gonna be in this world. But so it's okay. I guess 17 is all right.
Right. Well, how do you think you're most like your mom?
I'm most like my mom because I'm arrogant. Totally arrogant. I agree. I have to say it. Like at work, I can't hold a job. I just quit my job today, actually, because I wanted to come and do this. And they wouldn't let me. And I felt like it was important, and it was more important than serving pizza. And we had enough people, so I felt like since I'm an actor, they should understand. They should have let me do it, but they didn't. And then I had a cold, so they were making me work in a freezer. And I'm really not one to be disrespected, and I felt like that was disrespectful because I asked to go, you know. So I quit, and he told me I couldn't quit, and that even made me hyper. I'm arrogant, so when he told me I couldn't quit and we had all these customers, I chose that time to jump on a soapbox, grab my leather jacket, light a cigarette in front of him, smoke, and leave in the middle of a rush. So that was natural. That's arrogance at the top. That's I think I'm most like my mother. And she likes it. She'll see it in me and know it. And we clash a lot because I'm arrogant, she's arrogant. And you should see us when we get in our little attitude moves.
In our little attitude mood.
Man, Tupac, I'm gonna look at you a little bit differently.
I just gotta ask, man. Like, so
I don't know.
is he still? What about that? Because a lot of people are saying out there that there was a lot of feminine energy.
Yes.
Okay. And then you fast forward to the Tupac we know. You know, gangbanger thug, jail time, he a gangster. Like,
Life worth living, should I blast myself?
at
Like,
what point
yeah.
do we look at how far the agenda goes back? Because when I was talking to you about it earlier, you said one of the best things, you were like, I don't want to see the video because it's like tearing up my childhood. Right.
Well, see, no, that wasn't as bad. I mean, when I said I thought of Tupac like as a man, I was just saying like, well, compared to the whole Diddy thing and him getting separated from that like he separated himself.
Oh, he
kinda
got
shows it.
separated, all right.
Well, I didn't know.
Just saying.
I don't-
You ain't know how to react to that.
I fucking love listening to Tupac. I got like all of his shit. I even got his
So-
like CDs. Who still has CDs?
But when I think about it, I think about as far as what makes a man, right? So, and I think about it because I think we're both men. We have two totally different ways of doing shit, right? Like, Casey's the man that he's gonna do it himself. Like, fuck what you talking about. I can build that.
It's getting done in the next
I
48
can do
hours.
it.
You're coming with me or without me, but I'm doing the shit.
Exactly, right? I'm the person that it's gonna get done. How much is that gonna cost?
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Casey, what are you doing this
that
weekend?
doesn't make me less of a man.
Can you put in
right?
stairs?
Hey, real shit. I've called Casey like, hey man,
I didn't
I
do it.
need new stairs on the back. He still ain't done it, but it's cool, you know. But
Buy my
at the end of the
tickets.
day, being a man is knowing a man that can do the things you can't and accepting the things you can't do, right? And that's why you have friends, you have construction workers, you have lines of business. Because not everybody can do everything, right? This isn't the 1800s.
No, of course not.
But what defines a man? I think it's moral character.
I think it also defined in certain situations that you see them put through. So, I mean, you yourself, seeing from the inside out, can say and know for a fact that you can arise to the occasion because you just feel it within you, and you're a
Mhm.
fucking man's man, and
Yeah.
you're not just bullshitting because you can't lie to yourself.
Facts.
Or you're gonna get put in a situation and you're gonna get judged, or find out who you are really quick because it's either
That's the
fight,
one.
it's fight or
Or
flight.
flight.
That's right. And you quickly learn you're gonna pick one, and unless you can
And like
chew and
90% of
eat-
people pick flight, just for the record.
yeah,
Like all those machos, like I just want to say this because like
dude, I picked
I always joke about
flight
what
once.
like people at work, you'll have conversations with people and they're, oh, if somebody did this, I would do this. Hey, look, man. There's one thing you say to a person when they have a gun pointed at you. Yes, sir. Okay. Like then
Yeah.
like,
We all-
you're
we
not
all
man,
seen
I'm not no
movies.
macho man. Hey, look, this like you said, this ain't John Wick. This ain't
Yeah.
the fucking movies. Like, hey, as tough as you think you are, there's a motherfucker in the graveyard that thought the same way. Okay? Like,
No one's doing that shit. The
People-
manliest thing that's been done in the last 20 years is some dude punched a kangaroo in the face.
hey, and
Short of that, it's all in the movies.
real shit. You're not wrong. I'm guessing you went and looked up the videos.
No,
Oh,
not all
well,
of them, just some.
but-
Actually, I did look up. Oh my god!
Hey, there you go. Hey,
Next week-
Marcel say that or don't shoot. Real shit.
Like I got kids.
Hey, real shit. Like, I just get there's times like and I'm not gonna say a name, but we'll be outside talking, and me and you specifically, and we're just shooting the shit. You know, we're not talking nothing big, but they always come in and make the conversation about themselves, right? And today it was really awkward because I'm outside having a conversation with somebody, and we're talking about Love Is Blind. Okay, very very feminine show. Okay, this is a show that people sit behind walls, get to fall in love with their personality, really just get infatuated deeply with the
Yeah.
person, and then they decide to go get married. Okay, long story short,
Pretty simple.
person comes out, decides to tell me how they were going to be on the first up. They could have been on the first episode of Love Is Blind. And then they decide to go get married. I don't give a flying fuck about none of that. Right? Like, we're out here shooting the shit about this season. You know, like everybody wants to be the man. But I feel like when you're put in a situation, that's when you really find out if you're a man. Even the people that want to say they're a man. I'll say who I think I can look
Is that
at
the
and say,
video that you sent me?
No, I don't think so. I
Oh,
don't think I'll
okay,
catch
never
this
mind.
one. So I will say for me, what I think makes a man is honestly, did you serve your country? Like, I go old school, right? If you want me to look at you as a man, just straight off the jump, right? Did you serve your country? Especially Vietnam era, right? Like, did you dodge the draft? Did you go? Um, and to me, that's just giving you an accolade because you've done something as a man that I wouldn't have done and have not done, right? So, no matter your history in the military, you have some kind of bravado, man or woman, you're the man, right? So, I get into your moral compass, and I think we're at a point in time where there's such an agenda that we need to maybe start doing a man segment on the week, right? Like maybe this is what makes a man. And this is something I was kind of thinking about when you told me this earlier.
Mhm.
Each week we should maybe do a clip or something of what makes a man, right?
An
And it
example.
could be
Yeah.
moral compass, it could be an activity, and we'll get more into that. And I want our listeners to shoot us ideas. And this is why I say, what's your opinion on what makes a man? Because we want the women's point of view too, even though you don't have a dick. But we
I
want to
think-
know
I
your
think-
opinion.
Hey, women are the exact opposite. They have the exact opposite of the virtues that we have. So all that stuff that we don't have, like
They
the
have.
instinct to grab something and shield, opposed to cowering or running. Not to say that's what women do, but I'm just saying
It's
my
yin and
wife
yang.
can do so much more that I can't do on different levels.
I think a lot of women can do a lot more. I like, and no giving accolades to anybody over the top, but Asia's mom. Real shit. She is the handyman. It sounds crazy, but you need a ceiling fan put in. She got you. You know what I mean? Like, need your floor put down. She got you.
Is she a single?
She is.
She thinks she
single
lives
woman.
on her own.
She's a single woman. Yes.
Yeah.
You're a married man. So, but again, I'm fucking with you, Casey.
Obviously,
He said, no.
obviously, Paula's mom's in the same boat. So you
Right.
brought that up. I just immediately thought Genevieve. So,
And it's,
what a cool name.
but I think about women that can be the man too. In this day and age, they want to be it, but they can't be it. But we're
Yeah.
gonna move past that because I don't want to get too
Yeah, we don't want
far
to get too
gone
deep
on
into
that.
that. That was fun though.
But I think that when we get into the what's a man and
We'll
we
start
look at
doing
Mike
man shit,
Tyson,
and a lot of it's has to do, I think, with more, bottom line survival, taking care of things that
but you want to know what doesn't make you a
your
man?
beliefs.
What
What?
doesn't make you a man is trying to assimilate to every crowd. That
You know
you're-
what?
And I say this because I go back to the person I was talking about and wanted to be part of the story.
Does it have a bunch of A's in it, and I don't trust it?
Yes, we'll talk. No, not at work. No, but as far as good guess. I want to say again, you go moral compass. Where we're going with this is if you get around certain groups of people and you start accent changing or something similar to this.
Crude. Have empathy, man.
Yes.
For the suffering of other people. Have no sense of purpose. If you purport to be a leader, to understand that being a leader means lifting people up in a time of need.
Oh, it's good to see so many friends. I love you back.
With us in government, we campaign with the plan. Uppercase T, uppercase P, the plan. And then the environment is such that we're expected to defend the plan. Even when the first time we roll. Well, look, you may not be a union member. You better thank a union member. For the 5-day work week, you better thank a union member for sick leave. You better thank a union member for paid leave. You better thank a union member for vacation time. So I'm gonna get into some business now. Okay, I'm gonna get into some business now. All right. So not bend to his will, an enemy of our country. It's a serious issue. He is saying that he would use the military to go.
The military.
That shit is crazy.
Wow, she sucks at all the accents.
Hey, Bill.
Dude, I would have been offended.
Hey, that is not the response I expected. And it's gold.
Shit.
Oh shit. No, it's to me, I think the joke here, and it's when you want to fit in so bad, right? And we're at a point, how obvious are we pandering? And I'm so sick of going political, but there's something new every week. Like, I'm never gonna tell anybody how to vote, right? I will say, however, watch who you're voting for. Because if that person is doing that in front of different crowds,
Who do you know like that? And do you trust that
do
person?
you think, or how do you think China will react if she's in a room full of Chinese oligarchs and starts talking like that? What do you think they're going to immediately think? Who is this motherfucker talking to?
Mm-hmm.
Why is she talking like that? All right, we're going to go ahead and start this shit. We're going to get it popping. Let's go. All right, let's leave.
Yeah, they're getting desperate. It's just get out there and vote. Whether it's one way or the other. But oh God, if you're picking the one way, you're probably not listening to this show. If you are, I hope you're crying in your mom's basement while I'm in Stacy's basement again.
Hey, at least you left your white cock. It's okay.
Paula, come back to me. Oh, I'm sorry. I love you.
Oh, shit.
I'm just
Never
kidding.
leave me,
I'm just
please.
kidding. I don't love. No, I love her.
Man, that's your world.
She's not listening
Hey,
right now. She said she's going to bed early. I was hoping to say hi, Paula, but she's not even listening.
It's all good. Hey, I know you love her to death, so
Yeah, she's
I
sugar
have
mama.
nothing to say there. I will say,
Mm-hmm.
going from that, because I want to know, do you find it racist the way she speaks?
Oh my
Or
God.
do you think it's
How could it not? Know what? I don't personally
I
find
think
it
it's
racist.
stupidity.
I find it stupid. Yeah, thank you. It's just stupid, cringy is what I said. I find
you
it
did say it cringy.
very cringy. Everything that whole side is doing, down to like her wannabe VP, what's his face, not being able to load the shotgun, trying to act like a man. That's also one of the things they came up with. They're like, they're trying to like get these votes. So they showed Kamala drinking a fucking beer on live TV, and they showed him at like some skeet shooting, and they're interviewing him while he's loading it, and he had trouble getting him in. He's like, "This isn't loading in right." It's like,
Yeah, you've never done that, have
oh my God, backfire. So
ultimate backfire.
yeah, they're stupid, but no, yeah,
No, I think, and I'm really starting to think it's leaning towards stupidity, and I think that's the scary part for me.
Desperado.
Is that we know that we're stuck between stupid and one way, right? No matter what, Trump is going to do his way. Okay, now we really don't know as the people what that way is.
Well,
We're
yeah.
hoping it's going to be a
He was
certain way.
president before. The numbers were great, and then Biden took over doing shit. So they're
And
gonna
I
get
think-
better. That's all it comes down to.
I believe that, but I will also say you're getting one way or stupidity. I'm going to take the one way.
I'm
And
gonna
that's just
take the
because
one
I've
way.
been on that bus before. You know.
That's right.
So, as you're out there trying to figure out what fucking decision to make because you know you like stupidity, remember her name is Kamala. So that's a
That
piece of
same
punctuation
Harry.
for you. But anyway, I'm gonna go because we went with the is that racist? I just need to give a little humor, and this is me and Casey have
Yeah.
been torn on this.
Hold on. Let's do that Rocky thing. Remember that Apollo Creed and Rocky? They do the handshake thing. Get to come in from the other way.
I'm right-handed.
Well, give it a shot. Otherwise, you're just leaving me.
What am I
hanging at this
doing?
point. Bring your hand over here, just like it is. There. We gotta like. We have to look each other in the eyes. Ready?
I'm like, go. What are we doing?
I don't know. I'm just gonna get a screenshot later.
Well, you have to give me an.
I just want to stare in your eyes for a while. Oh, you didn't get that thing out of my head?
Yeah, I'll get you the
I still
splinter.
got that splinter in my head.
He was yelling at me this week. It's still there. It's good bump.
I said, and
got you.
I said, will you take it out live on the air? What'd you say?
Fuck no.
I got a piece of wood still in my head. It's been here for over a week. And I asked, would you please take it out? And you said, hell no.
Is that what I said? Was that my response?
Tracy at work felt it today. He's like, oh shit.
Fuck with Tracy. Hey, so look, is this racist?
And she's like, no, fatty, we did not con black people to come to this country. We caught black people and stole them and brought them here. That's how we did it. We caught black people. And I'm like, ma'am, not for nothing. All due respect, we can't catch black people now, okay? Sorry, ma'am. You're telling me some pilgrim-looking son of a bitch ran through the jungle in those patent leather big buckle pilgrim shoes? He ran down Kunami, a Zulu warrior who can run 28 miles barefoot through lion country? I don't think so, ma'am. You can put your money on the guys from the cigar box. I'm gonna put my money on.
Fucking funny to me.
Man, I can be so much more funny racist than
Oh,
he can.
dude. So you think it's racist?
Yeah.
I think that shit's hilarious.
No,
I think he's speaking straight facts.
I'll never say like that. He was comedy, it was material, and if it was original, then yeah, I'm not gonna say it's racist because yeah, I saw the humor
Shout out
behind
Ralphie
it.
May.
Ralphie May. I never liked Ralphie May. First off, I
wasn't really a fan of his comedy, but that shit,
I don't find it
that's
funny.
hilarious.
I don't like Kamala. I can't. I'm cringy. The whole that was pretty
That's
funny.
fucking hilarious. Look,
That was pretty funny, but the whole you and your buckle shoes, we can't catch them now.
oh, the white part
We can't
wasn't
catch 'em
funny,
now.
but the black part was. Okay. Is it racist? Is it racist? You defended the pilgrims in their buckle shoes?
Funny. I was saying that was the part that I found it. I don't know, just the whole delivery
I
of the
think
joke
he-
just wasn't there for me. I don't know.
I feel like he built a good picture because when you think about it, I mean, they ran out there in some tennis shoes, maybe they did have a chance. But in
Speaking-
those shoes, yeah, you're right. You ain't catching shit.
Hey, speaking of get a picture of somebody, this is one of the reasons why it's hard for me to watch Ralphie May do comedy. And even when he first got popular,
It's because he's fat.
150% is because he's fat. That's why I don't like him.
I know. I
And
already
let me-
knew.
No, that's why I can't watch him. Every time I see him, and because of the kind of fat that he is, and there's different types of fat. There's
There
hard
is.
fat, there's soft fat, there's
blubber.
naturally fat, there's you can lose it in a week fat. There's all types of fat.
Yeah.
Ralphie May is trash bag water fat. And that is the worst kind of fat you can be. Because if you were to run, if you can run and you look like him, it probably looks like a trash bag moving fast filled with water. Just
That is so fucking savage.
I'm just saying, and if that person went
Oh,
fast
shit.
enough, you can see their thinner version as all their fat starts going behind them. So every time I see him
It's
do
motivation.
every time I see him do comedy and I see him move his head like this, like this, like this, and move, I see the real him inside trapped. And I try to see what he really looks like. And then I start to think he's attractive, like for a guy. And then I'm like, but he's fat. And at this point, he's finishing his routine. It's like I just wasted. I'm not a chubby taster. I don't like dudes. I don't like anybody. As you know,
I
I
love
only
my
like.
wife.
I just like my wife.
I love Casey. He said, I don't like dudes. God damn it!
I quit.
What the fuck? He said, it's going left. It's going left.
But you know what I mean about that, the kind of, and I find that very distracting. And I think to myself, you have such a good personality. If only you can lose some weight, you'd be a fucking great person, human being, and probably respect life
So
better.
because he's fat, he's not a good human.
No, those are just side notes that go on in my head. I'm only saying them out loud because there's this microphone in front of me and I can say whatever the fuck I want.
See, I got carried away.
Hey,
Oh,
does everybody want to hear why I got fired from Home Depot? You want to hear the words that I said that got me fired from Home Depot?
yeah.
And if you work at the Home Depot, or probably Lowe's, because it's the same place, that's where I got hired on afterwards. Never, ever, when somebody asks, "Good morning, Casey," or whatever your stupid name is, "How are you doing today?" You never say, "Beautiful, like my cock and balls," and then walk into the stall. Even if you're in the men's room talking to another, even if you're in the men's room where it says men on the outside, where, as Mike Tyson taught us, we can talk gay amongst men. I couldn't say that to Larry from Lawn and Garden without him telling Bill, the manager, and I got fired. And that was right after I got out of the Marine Corps and I moved out here. I got fired from
The
Home
crazy
Depot.
part to me is, if a man said that to me in the stall, I don't think I'd think go to the manager. I'd think, let me get the fuck out of here. I need to go out the door. This motherfucker crazy.
So the cops are called us some dude at Home
shit.
Depot like a couple years ago because he walked in the bathroom and said he's about to drop a bomb in here, and they called the cops.
That's crazy.
That's a true story.
I believe it. No,
Yeah.
it's
So, anyways, that's my take. That's my take on Ralphie May.
well. I mean, that works. I feel the same way about Gabriel Iglesias personally.
Yeah, I don't find him.
I don't
funny.
like him. I'm not fat. I'm fluffy.
No.
Then again, I don't like big soft niggas. But that's neither here nor there.
I
So,
was gonna say.
I knew. That's why I looked immediately. I said, I know this motherfucker talking shit. But
blood
no,
mochas.
it's funny because the reason we showed you the Kamala Harris thing, right, is it's getting close. It's getting closer and closer, and we got crazier and crazier shit coming out.
They come knocking your door.
And I feel
Come
like
knock
what
on
me
my
and you
door.
talked about earlier at work. The next thing to come is aliens.
Yeah, we are definitely going to see a high percentage
Of aliens.
of alien sightings because we are coming to an election season, and I don't know if the aliens either do this on purpose, knowing that we throw it in as the conspiracy theory, and they're like up there laughing, like, "Watch, they're not going to believe it," or half of them, not. Or it's a conspiracy. So
Or
either
is
way,
it Project Bluebeam?
Project.
They've
Bluebeam.
made some pretty good. Well, I mean, shit, it came out. Project Bluebeam. They can project shit into the air.
Is that where
3D
they can?
projections.
Oh shit.
So
And also, there's actually a capability, and I've seen all this is like all new military grade shit that I've watched some like high class shit nobody's seen except for me. So you're gonna hear it first. No, they can do like that direct frequency, like make it sound like there's a voice in your head, like talk to you through a fucking frequency.
Yeah.
That is bananas. So if you think God's talking to you one day and he's telling you to go,
It's not God.
it's not God. It's somebody that works at BlackRock. Or it's Kamala. So if it sounds somebody like it's just her doing one of her really good accents.
Hey,
Go to the phone, man. Go to the phone and call.
hey, I couldn't believe, and like the crazy part is, I wondered, was the Jamaican accent fake? Because they say her family came from Jamaica. What if that's her real accent and she's gotten so good at the English accent that that's really her? And she's just a fucking Manchurian candidate put in place to fuck us.
No,
And you know what's crazy?
Oh, good.
Sorry. This is off topic, but I just want to say all the people voting for her because she's a woman. What if they put her in office, the world ends, and then they can blame it on a woman? Just saying.
Man,
What?
do you really want that to be the last thought everybody's having in their head as the end of time is coming? Do you really want to think my whole race is getting shit on right now?
And then gone.
Yeah, except for some of you'll be like, I define as a. That's the same time the world ends.
Hey, you know what I saw was ash print on a wall that
Yeah.
somebody will find in 200 years. Pompeii status.
The end of Endgame after Thanos.
Because like real shit, people don't understand the capacity of nuclear war. And Amazon and Google this week came out that they want to use nuclear generators to power their power plants or their warehouses. Think about that. We have a flooding of immigrants. We're going to put nuclear power capabilities, whether it runs energy. I'm not a nuclear physicist. I'm sure it takes different things to make a bomb versus fucking run a power plant.
They use dry heat, but yeah,
But at the end of the day,
a lot of fracking.
it sounds to me like it's more easily accessible uranium for criminals,
Like it's putting the ingredients out there.
for people to go get. We're just going to put it behind a couple fences and say you got to jump.
Yeah.
Like, there's a bigger picture here, man. But that's far-fetched. The reason we get into the aliens, for those who've seen my Facebook post, I swear I saw a portal open in the backyard, and I swear I've seen it happen again. But I'm starting to see them all over Facebook, and people saying that there's alien ships flying by, dropping probes to... I sent you that video.
Yeah, they're like dropping probes or
Yeah.
being spotted. and
I
everything.
thought when I saw that video, just to red flag it, those look like drones.
Yeah.
Looks like government drones. So I think we get to the Project Bluebeam part. Remember, people, they can make drones do complete fireworks shows right now.
You saw the Olympics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people need to really realize the capability out here to deceive your brain. Don't let social media cause mass mayhem. If you don't visibly see it, if it's not put on world news, if you don't know somebody there, we don't even know if it really happened at this point. They covered Lahaina up so quick.
Oh my God.
They're
Lahaina.
covering the Carolinas up so quick. They're
Carolina.
moving past shit so fast.
When you control most of the media, you can stop shit from seeing the light of day. And people will forget about it because there's so much going on right now. It just
No,
gets
because
swept
we'll
under
pump
the
you
rug.
full of Britney Spears and P. Diddy.
Yeah,
And we'll
there
pump
you
you
go.
full of this and that and this. Look at what's going on.
Distraction.
Distraction.
And it's all gonna
While they're sending more money to Ukraine, but they don't got
they
money for the
just
Carolinas.
sent more money to Ukraine. They
Just
just
signed the
sent
bill.
more. Just more. More all the time. That's all they're doing.
Like, what was it, 400 million?
Man, you sent me the link.
I know, it was like
I sent you a
412
screenshot of
million.
it. It's retarded. Yeah,
It
you
doesn't
heard
matter
me.
if
I
it's a
said the R
million,
word.
1,000, or whatever.
Here it is right here. The Biden admin just sent another $425 million to Ukraine as Americans are still recovering from Hurricane Helene and Milton with minimal government assistance. And there's a whole bill on what they sent, and it's that's legit. $425 million. And they didn't send one penny this way to help us with our victims.
And you think they care about us?
Do you think they care about us? that money's coming back to somebody, and it ain't you, it ain't me, it ain't those victims of
this
the
is-
fucking hurricane.
This is the thing, and I want people in positions of power when shit really hits the fan, right? Remember, at the end of the day, we're all civilians. Our job is to protect the Republic of the United States. Okay? That's our job. Tyrannical government, you overthrow it. Does it have to become a point where there's mass executions on the street for people to believe our government is fucking us?
They want mass execution on the streets, and they want these terrorists to
shit.
come in because they want to ban guns and make guns look bad, so that way we can't defend ourselves when they try to overthrow us. In a nutshell, that's what the whole plan is. Get us defenseless, and all of a sudden, we're saying whatever they want us to say. So I'm not for that. That's where it's going with the current administration and where it's at. So.
I think that they've made it very clear that they're gonna take your guns if Kamala gets into it, right? Like that, she's made it pretty clear that's a strong agenda. That's been a Democratic agenda
Take away your freedoms
for a
and your
decade.
guns.
For a decade. Well, the thing is, you take away the guns, and you've already got them.
I heard
You
that
already gave it up.
I heard like in case of an emergency or if they need be, all the Walmarts can be turned into like detainment centers
They
or
can.
whatever. For
Why do you
the,
think they have those metal chain
for the
link
FEMA
fences? They
camps?
say,
The
yeah.
FEMA camps, yeah, the Walmarts. Next time you're in a Walmart, and I looked at this and it freaked me the fuck out. I read that the FEMA camps will actually go and like turn the Walmarts into camps. Walk
The
into a
number's on the
Walmart
door.
and see how those fucking things are built, and they're like prisons.
Yeah. The number.
I've been to
You
one.
have your number right above the door when you walk in.
Yeah. So I don't
Like-
know. I heard that shit, and then I started looking into it, and I was like,
But
that's some
also
scary
look-
shit.
Always look at election years, right? There's a few things that happen on election years, right? Gun violence goes up, mass shootings. It just seems to be a pattern at this point. And drugs go down, right?
We don't condone drugs here at the Stacey
At
and
all.
Casey
But
show.
I'm saying these are two things that are known facts, right? You know, advertising prices go skyrocketing. There's just certain things that happen. But the one thing that Marcel just said is that gun violence has been on a crazy rise. Gun violence has been crazy, period. The difference is when you're walking around cities and you've got people posting videos of military grade firearms in crates that they're just stumbling across. Something tells me that this is pre-planned.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you have foreigners that can come in with no license and go purchase firearms. These are things that I think as a citizen, you have to start asking yourself, are we still safe? Right? Because you've got apartment complexes getting taken over that came up and then got shut down. Nobody talks about it. Still happening.
Organized mafia-like crime from other countries coming into ours and going to cities and doing like an organized crime ring, whether it be cell phones, jewelry, purses, snatch and grabs, stores,
Kidnapping,
these stores, kidnapping,
sex trafficking.
all small, like organized. That's some scary shit. And right here in our backyard that they're just letting pour in. So no matter what your argument is, it can't be as good as much as keeping you safe
Well,
in your freedom. And that's
Marcel just said there's a video of someone getting taken out with an AR in Dallas in broad daylight. I want to say they pumped that agenda to it's a fear brigade, right? I use kitchen knives every day. Nobody's getting stabbed, but you go to England and the stabbing rates are through the fucking roof.
yeah.
You know? So it's people who are criminals and true criminals are going to do. Look at the prisons. You have motherfuckers in there making knives to kill people. There's videos of people making crossbows in prison to kill people. A criminal is going to make a weapon out of anything.
A vehicle, fucking manure, a plane.
Most people, going back to earlier, are gonna flight when shit gets out of hand. Why would you want to be defenseless? At this point, I don't believe the government's coming for you. It's not like the government's coming to take you. No. The government is given the ability for others to take over. and you need to be ready on your home front to protect it, whether it be rice and beans to eat, whether it be water to drink. I have a strong feeling that this election is going to be swung in favor of Kamala. And when it does, I think there might be craziness.
That's why you gotta have a plan B. I saw this shit going down a long time ago, as far as like the whole shift of a feeling, and no, a shift of a feeling inside of me, like from being okay renting and just living paycheck to paycheck and letting shit just go the way it's going. I'm just getting paid. I'm just going to the store getting food, day to day life, and all of a sudden I didn't feel safe. All of a sudden, I'm like, man, I'm on the third floor of an apartment complex. All this shit's going on downtown because we have, we're in St. Louis. We have shit going on sometimes. I'm like, man, what if somebody wants to come to the outskirts and decides I'm just going to take over these 3 rooms up here because we got 3 guns? I'm like, so I started thinking, so if I'm feeling unsafe at a certain point in time, and I'm usually a very secure
Look,
person,
you know what I heard? The media made you nervous.
I don't watch the media though. I don't watch that
But-
fake shit.
But to worry about what's going on downtown is
I should be scared because you should be scared because the shit's happening. The media didn't make me scared back then. I got scared because I just naturally didn't feel safe anymore the way I did. Media never scared me. Like I used to, LA riots, that happened when I was in high school. I have buddies that went down to LA to witness some of that shit. I didn't go, but I'm not.
I'll just say, I mean, I'm at a point in time I'm I'm worried about what our future holds. I'd said this again. After this 4 years, what comes?
It's gonna get better.
Who would be the next president?
What, after this run?
Yeah.
The vice president?
You think so?
Vance?
That could be the agenda.
That's from what I heard. And he's at the age where, man, the way he talks and shit. I so hope this goes smoothly, and the next 4 years we get positive shit going. I'm optimistic about it, and I'm a very optimistic person. But back to what you were saying, have a plan B, because when shit goes south, that's why I moved out to the country. That's why I got my shit in order to where I can have a little piece of land. I can have 50 plus chickens now walking through the yard and turkeys and eat my own eggs.
Well, I'm
And
gonna tell you, as a
I got a
homeowner,
big ass dog, and that right there is a gun.
You know what's crazy is I was talking to a coworker at work today, and I think the only people that should really own homes are people that want to do what you're doing. Because if not, you're wasting the land, right? Like I don't want to garden. I don't, right? I hate yard work, right? The only benefit to owning a home is something to give to your kid, right? That puts them financially ahead.
A lot of benefits, but that's one of them.
But that's the main benefit for
No, I
me.
wouldn't say
For
that.
me,
Okay,
for me,
Okay.
right? For you is because you get to have your land, you get to raise animals. Me,
I just need somewhere to bury the bodies.
I'm not gonna farm. I'm not gonna raise chickens. I'm not gonna raise cows. I'm not gonna. So for me, I feel like I'm taking away land from a person that could provide for the neighborhood. But also, everyone in my neighborhood is too, because are none of them farming? Are none of them raising chickens? Right? And this used to be farmland.
Mm-hmm.
So we have fertile land. This was farmland that was purchased and then built out into a subdivision, right? But if you're not wanting to do that, don't buy a house. It's a responsibility that you don't want. I say to everybody when they first talk about home ownership, you got the house. What happens when your heating and cooling system goes down?
Well, it's one thing to have responsibilities. I mean, but to have a home and not do anything is kind of just a wasted opportunity. I mean, because I went without for so long, I'm doing so much where if I got my house early off in life, maybe I wouldn't appreciate it as much, and I would have just sat on it and just got drunk there every day. But
I've
now,
rented.
you know what I mean?
I've rented.
Oh, I've rented too.
I've
Nobody
owned.
nobody treats a rented house good.
But I'm saying, like, I've done them both, and
Yeah.
the responsibility. I think that a lot of people that if you're not going to be the man's man in that situation of owning land, think about that when you're buying it, because you have to maintain that land. It comes at an expense, and I think then this is something that me and Asia talked about. Cucumbers should be grown. Like we need to grow at least what we eat. Just some simple things: onions, cucumbers, the little shit we can grow, because utilize what you have. And I'm on the bandwagon. It's not that I'm not. I just think there's a lot of people out there that we forget when we bought a house, we had all these dreams of what we were gonna do. We get the house and we stop.
I'll tell you this, this is something that's changed with me. I appreciate food far much better. I appreciate meat, animals, so much better. I mean, after growing stuff and taking an egg from an egg to a chicken, it does give you a godlike like I told you, complex, because you do choose this egg that could just be breakfast. Instead, you let it turn into a fucking egg, a whole thinking device that has a soul and a purpose, and you get to watch it walk around. It's like you did it. You create all these little things. Then all of a sudden, you want to protect them because you appreciate where they came from and you want them to live that best life. So even though this might be just a chicken and I'm 45, you're going on 45 years old having this epiphany, I wish I had this when I was 10 years old, 12 years old, live with that forever. I would have chose life completely different. So I don't know, just change things up for the better, have a plan B, grow something, raise something. And if you want to try the whole chicken thing, it's super cheap. DM us, hit me up. My name's Casey. Go to Casey Falkengren at YouTube.
I'll put it up on the screen
Yeah.
for you. Check it out. He does have some cool ass equipment for if you want to
built
get
some cool
started
shit.
growing chickens, or doing your own thing.
Check out my Fruit Ninja too. I got the Fruit Ninja down. Wow. Hey, you got the most views on my thing with that whole I'ma eat you.
Hey, I believe. Hey, look, and I would if I could. Shit, I've been saying something about eating them damn chickens for too long.
All right, one day, man, we'll have all these roosters. We'll have a feast. We'll eat like kings.
I get to rip the leg off.
You can rip we'll make so many wishes.
The leg off and scream like a crazy person.
Oh, like barbarians, like Mike Tyson. I'm gonna fuck you till you love me, you faggot. Yeah, all day. All day. No, we're gonna yell like that. We're not gonna do that.
I knew what you meant. I was just thinking, oh, that's strong word.
Dude,
there.
hey, if we ever have a celebrity on the show, it's gonna be Mike Tyson.
I would love to have.
Dude, we would be. Oh, okay. Anyways,
I wouldn't fanboy, but I would definitely low key try to push him to see if he'd hit me in the face.
Nah, he wouldn't do. I wouldn't even be like, dude.
I wouldn't be mean. I just, like, dude, I'd ask so many
Even
questions.
Steve-O did a cringy thing where he had to run into his fist on stage because by law or insurance reasons he couldn't throw a punch and hit somebody because he'd be so fucked.
Oh yeah.
So Steve-O ran into his fist and everyone's like, okay, that was stupid. So he did it the second time. And like, oh, that's good.
I will say, I think that these next couple weeks are crucial, man.
Very, very crucial. So make sure you're eligible to vote.
Put in your vote.
Put in your vote.
Make sure you're registered to vote in your district. Don't get there and find out that you can't vote.
Yeah, and also, if you're not going to lose weight for yourself, do it for your pallbearers.
Hey, get cremated. It's easier. The bag's a little heavier.
I'll be a pallbearer for that matter. I got you.
Like, no.
Go.
As far as this week, what are we looking at? What's going on?
I got a magnet for that magnet fishing. We're gonna do some of that, and you know what? Throughout the week, whenever we see an opportunity to film or catch a man experience, we're gonna catch that shit on camera. We're gonna make a collage for y'all. Next week, I have a collage of manly shit or manly shit, however you want to look at it. All right, cool.
Manly shit.
All right,
as Tupac
would say, it's manly shit. Unless we're getting in one of our little battles, we get little sassy battles. Me and my mom. Oh my god, because I'm a gangster. Oh my god, I cannot wait to. I'm gonna sing every song with a gay little.
Hey,
it's gonna be fun.
Hey, it's great. I'm glad you guys tuned in. Please like, share, follow. Make sure you tell your friends if you can. Go to our page. Go to get that little 3 dots. Invite your friends. Invite the friends list. It's
Notifications. Awesome. My name's Casey.
I'm Stacy.
And we are
the
Stacy and Casey Show.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.